crazy day of travel, a long way, but you guys realize it's a business trip despite all the prestige that goes along with the Rose Bowl, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's part of the profession. It's part of what we do, but we're happy to get out here, enjoy the travel, enjoy the flight, but, we're happy to be here and ready to roll.
What's it like now that you're here and it's like, okay, we're at the Rose Bowl? What's the vibe around the team like?
Well, I mean, we just got here like 5 minutes ago, but I think everyone's pretty hungry, so I think it's eating now. But no, we got our coaches and staff put together a great schedule and just get us ready to roll and get a good night's sleep tonight and get into that Thursday routine tomorrow and rock and roll from there.
Only 8 teams left. You personally, just the other guys, leaders of this team, how do you feel just far as the opportunity ahead of you guys and knowing there's a lot of business left to be taken care of?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got to take it day by day. It's part of the business. It's part of where we are. We've earned the right to be here, but we got to be where our feet are. Got to take it each day in stride and just be the best versions of ourselves each and every day.
When you went 3.5 weeks between games by the time you guys play, how have you been able to keep routine with this group?
Yeah, I think Coach Signetti has done a great job of implementing a plan that has put us in position to be successful. And it kind of starts, like I said, it's being where your feet are, being present in the moment. And, obviously the first week or so we didn't know who we were playing, so that was just time to refresh, get our bodies back and, do some self-scout there and improve. And then when we found out it was Bama, it was go time. It got into the game prep and that, we had kind of 2 weeks to prepare, and it was like, we've had it before with bye weeks where you have 2 weeks to prepare for an opponent. So it was good. Like I said, Coach Sig has put together a great plan, and along with Coach Owens, it's been a great time off. But I know we're ready to roll, and it's nice to know where you're playing, know who you're playing, and start really game planning. So we've had a great prep, and we need to continue to do so.
When you guys went to Oregon, you guys kind of stayed on that Eastern time zone. How do you do that with multiple days now in advance?
Yeah, like I said, I think everyone's staff, Coach Signetti, our strength coach, has put together a great plan for us, and we got to follow the plan to a T because those are the professionals. That's what they do for a living, and follow them and follow their lead. We followed them all the way here, so that's our plan.
Okay.
Message changed at all? Things are very tough for you guys. What's the next
No, he's similar in his mannerisms and how he goes about our business and how he wants us leading and our eyes focus forward. Nothing's really changed. It doesn't matter that it's the Rose Bowl necessarily. Like, we know the opponent, we know how big this game is, but at the end of the day, the game's played in between the white lines, so we got to go out there and perform. And he's put together a great prep for us, a great mindset for us. So we're all excited, but it starts with him, and he's done a great job of having our eyes focused and detailed.
There's some great bowls out here, but this is the Rose Bowl. How cool is it to have the opportunity to play in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah, obviously a very special opportunity, an opportunity you kind of dream of as youth football players and just as a kid in general watching college football. It's special for my family and all of my loved ones. I get to fly out here and watch us and be a part of the whole atmosphere. But you take it in, you appreciate the moment for a brief second, and then it's game time, and then it's football at the end of the day. Like I've said, we've been playing this game since 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. It really doesn't change. Sure, the moment may be a little bigger, the scene may be a little bigger, but it's football at the end of the day.
Last one.
There's so much talk about the togetherness of this team, and I feel like that's easy to say from the outside looking in, but how do you feel that day in and day out, especially up front?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it just starts in the locker room. It starts with a great group of guys that really care for each other and are there for each other. It starts with friendships. And while we are all teammates, we are friends too, and I think that's huge for us. Outside of the building, we're able to kind of just relax with each other and be boys and hang out, and that bonds us together, and that helps us on the football field. So everything combined has led to success, and we just got to keep doing what we're doing and go out there and perform.
Thanks,
Thanks everyone.